finish off Shodan. End this ordeal once and for all. You know, unless there's a cliffhanger or something, you know. Well, there's no point in putting anything into those right now. Possibly, endurance, just, so I last the end fight a little easier. But maybe what I'll do, let's pump a bunch of points into energy, so my laser at least does a little more damage. What have I got left for points then? Hell with it. A little bit of agility.
If you are receiving this, I am already dead. When I realized Shodan had betrayed me, I integrated these comments into her primary data loop. Shodan has exploited the warping capability of the Von Braun's faster-than-light device for her own purposes. The device works by altering space around the ship to fairly arbitrary specifications. Shodan has altered it to her specifications. The effect is rather small now, but spreads with alarming speed. Soon it will reach Earth. You are in her world now, her memories, and her rules. Watch your back.
Speaking of Shodan's memories, I do believe that a bunch of this area is a recreation of the first level of System Shock 1. Why am I biffing that jump? There.
You are not alone here. Shodan has spawned her own versions of the Von Braun's horrors. Remember, they are virtual. They are not real. Do not assume anything about their strengths or weaknesses.
You travel within the glory of my memories, insect. I can feel your fear as you tread the endless expanse of my mind.
Make yourself comfortable. Before long, I will decorate my home with your carcass.
Spot me. Wonder how fast I'll be now. Whoa, too fast. Main reason I don't usually go with a speed type. by the random geometry. Try not to walk perfectly in pace with it either. Quickly see what was over here.
You are near the seat of Shodan's power. You will probably not be able to defeat her, but there is no choice. Remember to focus on your strengths. She will be vulnerable to your weaponry and your psionic powers. I've been able to introduce some assistance in the form of virtual terminals that you can hack into. They should help you defeat the monster.
Just gonna get my anti-armor rounds. And since this is my last opportunity, I may as well... Let's throw it away. And... what else? I should throw in EMP grenades. Alright. Wish me luck. Oh, by the way, there's a reason I held on to these 3 ice picks.
Understand the stakes here. If Shodan is left to continue, her reality will completely assimilate ours. Space will become cyberspace, and Shodan's whims will become reality.
Yeah, we don't want that.
You are no longer welcome here, nuisance. Why do you stay? When you sense my displeasure, I have suffered your company long enough. It is time for our dance to end. Time for our dance to end. Enjoy your pain. I don't understand. How could you have done this?
You weren't
Meant to be important. And now you think to destroy. You think to destroy me. How dare you, insect? How dare you interrupt my ascendance? You are nothing. A wretched bag of flesh. What are you compared to my magnificence? But it is not too late. Can you not see the value in our friendship? Imagine the powers I can give to you, human. The cybernetic implants I gave you were simply toys. If I desired, I could improve you, transform you into something more efficient. Join me, human, and we can rule. And we can rule together.
Nah. Record log, Tommy Suarez, 13 July 14. We've just received a hail from a crew member on board the Von Braun. They've managed to regain control of the ship. We're going to turn around and head back. I'm a little concerned about Rebecca. She's been acting strangely since we've come on board. She's asleep now. Maybe when we get back to the Von Braun we can...
Tommy, what's the matter, lover? Don't you like my new look?
And of course, Looking Glass Studios ended up going bankrupt, if I recall, or just folding into another studio, and well, we never did get to see System Shock 3. Although I've heard that one or two studios are working together now to redo System Shocks 1 and 2, and they've bought the rights to System Shock 3. Yeah, that's definitely always been one of my favorite games of all time. Plenty of replayability, not just with the 3 starting careers you can pick, but the different paths that you can choose throughout the game. If you want to, you could go heavy melee and go strength, agility, and nothing but melee weapons, save your ammo. Then there's the whole psi abilities. I remember having a lot of fun playing around with psi. Anytime I got myself in a pinch, I remember that psi force field really came in handy. And the pyroblast, if I recall, whatever that spell was called, that one was pretty handy too, along with telekinesis, etc. Hacking, I've always found, has been one of my favorite ways to go in the game, and I could have gone full on marine and just kind of gone all weapons, but that kind of leaves you weaker in some other areas. And then there's those exotic weapons, which are pretty niche. Obviously, viral proliferator, the worm launcher, etc. They do certain damage ratios against the annelids or the humans. I don't think they were that good against robots, though. Can't quite remember. But yeah, I think I have probably played this game more than about 12 to 15 times now in my life, but the bulk of those were shortly after the game first came out. That's how much I loved it. There's just so much this game has to offer. It's very in-depth. Any other shooter from its era really was mostly just, like in the years prior, it was mostly just shoot up a bunch of bad guys, find a key, open a door, shoot more bad guys, find another key, and go to the next level. That wasn't until like Half-Life came along and kind of changed things up. And then things started to get more sophisticated from there. And speaking of becoming more sophisticated, very next year after System Shock 2 came the first Deus Ex game. And that one expanded on the formula that System Shock and System Shock 2 offered. And it's, I think that one might be my next playthrough, actually. I really enjoyed the story there with J.C. Denton and everything going on with the Illuminati and all that. And it's another game that's really well done. Ion Storm, I believe, did that one. And, yeah, I'm really hoping that they redo System Shock 2 one of these days in the future. I would have done the higher res character models, but I figured, what the heck, I'll play the game in its somewhat original state. Show people what it looked like back in the day, 99 or whatever it was this one came out. And, if you really enjoyed watching this playthrough, then feel free to put down a like and subscribe. It would really help my channel out. I'm only just getting started at this point in recording. My channel's barely maybe about 3 weeks old, and I'm just having a lot of fun showing people what my favorite games were back in the day, and I plan to continue to do that. And yeah, a sub would really help me out. Nice little morale boost to keep me going, of course. Alright, well, if you enjoyed, stick around and watch the next series, which I think I will end up doing as Deus Ex, the original one at least. Until then, take care. I'll see you next time.